This stuff is Techdeck DIY concrete. I've made a few videos about this stuff in the past, but if you're unfamiliar, this is basically how it works. Basically, you take the concrete and place it into some hot water, and once it's in the water, it becomes very flexible. Once it's flexible, you're able to shape it into whatever shape you want. Once you shape the concrete into whatever shape you want, you're able to place it in the fridge for about 6 to 8 hours and it becomes solid. Because we can actually shape the concrete into whatever we want, what would happen if we tried making a fingerboard out of the concrete? Before I start making a fingerboard out of Techdeck DIY concrete, I just want to say this idea is not mine, and this is from somebody over on the Discord. Massive shout out to this user for giving me this awesome idea. This was the last thing I made out of Techdeck DIY concrete, but now we need to destroy it. Even though I've done this process so many times, every time it's always surprising how soft this stuff goes. The concrete is still a little bit soft, so we're able to shape it. I don't exactly know how we're going to shape this into a fingerboard, but one idea I have is just placing it in a mold. This is a Create Your Skate fingerboard mold, and these things are pretty sweet. I think I'm just gonna press some in the mold and see what happens. The concrete is pressed a little bit in the mold, but I have no idea how I'm gonna shape this afterwards. Time to put this in the fridge for 6 to 8 hours and see what we get. For all of you guys, only a few seconds have passed, but for me, it is a whole new day. This has been sitting in the fridge for well over 24 hours, which means we should be able to take it out of the mold. The concrete is attached to the mold pretty good, but I think we should be able to just break it apart. There we go. I'm trying to be pretty gentle because I don't want this to break. This is actually on there like very well. I'm actually very surprised. We have some holes in the back of the mold, and I kind of just want to try pressing a drill bit through and see if we can kind of lift the middle part. I don't really want to punch a hole right through this though, so that's about the only problem. That is not what I wanted. I'm actually just gonna see if I can super glue that back on. I kind of don't know why this wouldn't work, but we're gonna try. This feels a little bit different and I think it's lifting off. There we go. That was a lot harder than I was expecting. I genuinely did not expect a razor blade to cut this stuff so well. That is actually perfect. I don't know if any of you guys can kind of like picture what this feels like to cut, but this might be one of the most satisfying things I've ever cut. This is actually a fingerboard made out of DIY concrete. The edges on this board look a little bit too sharp, so I'm just gonna kind of round them out. I might have been lying and I might just be doing this because it's satisfying. Nobody watching this will ever know. Since this board is a little bit thick, we can't really put the trucks on with any sort of bolt, and that is why super glue was invented. This is actually a fingerboard made out of Techdeck DIY concrete. There's a little bit of weight to it, so I kind of don't expect the trucks to stay on for too long. Guys, I have an idea. If this fingerboard is made out of concrete, what will happen if we use a concrete obstacle and fingerboard with the concrete board? The color of this board actually matches the obstacle perfectly. No grip tape as well. All right, I'm actually gonna try kickflip and see if the trucks stay on. This might be the end of the board, but I think we have to try. Okay, let's give it a go. I barely popped up on that at all. Take 2. Oh, that was actually so close. Try number 3. It's so hard to pop the board up that strong. Oh, that was actually it. I didn't really land like clean, but hey, it's a concrete fingerboard. That was a bit better. Considering there's no grip tape on this fingerboard whatsoever, and this isn't even that grippy, I'm pretty happy. After making this, I'm pretty sure that proves that you can make anything out of this stuff. I really want to hear what else you guys think I can make out of Techdeck DIY concrete, so drop a comment down below. No pressure, but I would appreciate a like on this video, and I will see you in my next video.